4. Dixon Gravinger, row 5. Jackson Bell, row 6. Snow Haft, row 7. Osborne and Phillips in row 8. 16 Midwest Dash Series cars. The champion will be crowned next weekend at Oktoberfest. Tim Finstad in the 33F is labeled the Traveler. At least 5 different racetracks he has pounded on this summer. DeShane in the 33 having his way at the Jefferson Showdown 2-day show about a month ago. Schneider and Bond will set the field to a green flag. 40 laps. The Midwest Dash Series, it's going to see who's going to be working. Oh, a little bit of problems with Bond already. Bumpers all the way across the back straightaway. A DeShane sandwich coming in a turn 4, 3 wide with Dixon and Dewey. Nick Schneider at Loves Park, Illinois will remain your leader. Pearson running second, Malef third, then Finstad, then Dixon and DeShane. Will take at least 10 to 15 laps to really shake down who has the motor and who is going to be working awfully hard this afternoon. George Sparkman trying to work his way through in the 5 car. Ashley Bell broke. So they watched the top off into the wall on practice. Came out and had a good qualifying time. Back up front, Schneider, Pearson, and Malef. Malef starting to work the back end of the number 19 of Pearson. Phil Malef in the 32, our current point leader, has won 4 straight features at Toma, Dells Raceway Park, and Golden Sands. Malef now jumps to the inside of Pearson. Says, I'm not playing the cat and mouse game this afternoon. I'm going to start rolling my way towards the front. If he can strip his way away from Pearson, he'll have his sights set on the Mustang of Nick Schneider, the wild child. Malef still battling Pearson. Here comes Devin Dixon, the Monster 111 machine. What a great wrap job that is. Good battle for 4th and 5th between Sparkman and Finstad, some wily veteran Midwest Dash Series drivers. DeShane and Dewey still doing a door-to-door battle. Oh, Malef slips up on a turn 2. He's going to watch Dixon cruise on by. Schneider, Pearson, Dixon, Malef, and Sparkman, who gets past Finstad, your current top 5, 9 laps in. And 31 to go. Scotty Haft in the 00, working on Dewey as he gets past DeShane. This is his Midwest Dash Series debut. And so far, not a bad job. And that multicolored 00. Oh, slowing down the back straightaway. Haft may have problems. The Diker Jinx continues into Rockford. Happens everywhere I go. Every time I give accolades to a driver, they break down. And Haft is out of this one on lap number 11. It's what I said a couple of weeks ago. I'm just going to start reading numbers to stop the jinxes. George Sparkman has worked his way past Phil Malef. Into 4th he goes. Malef back to 5th. Tim Finstad trailing along. Then it's Dewey and DeShane. Sparkman not done yet. He'll take Dixon to task down the back straightaway. The drag races on into the corner. Sparkman to 3rd. Malef splits the seams. He'll get past Dixon. He'll collide and slam with Finstad. Nick Schneider about to see the back end of our last car in the lead lap. And Phillips about to go a lap down on lap 15. Pearson second, Sparkman third, Mela fourth, then it's Finstad. Dewey Dixon falls back 2 notches. Oh, here we go. Turns 1 and 2. It's Osborne and Chris Action Jackson. And Devin Dixon has pulled his monster machine off into the field. So George Sparkman will ride the bump on the restart as Schneider chose the outside rail. See what old Wiley George has on the restart. Off of turn 4, we are back to green. Oh, here we go! Sparkman around and around in the front straightaway. He and Schneider battled to the top spot there. Caution will fly one more time. It will be an automatic restart from how it was off the cone. Schneider, Sparkman, row number 1. Pearson, Finstad, row number 2. Deshane and Maloff, row number 3. Dewey and Bell, row number 4, then everybody else on the outside. Let's try her again. We are back to green. A much better restart that time. Schneider on the outside. And Sparkman on the inside. That is old school versus new school when you look at the Mustang bodies. Justin Pearson in the 19 having a great race. Dixon came back out and parked it behind the wall again. Be interesting to find out what's wrong with his car. He had the same problems at Jefferson about a month ago. Good clean restart. Pearson has the best seat in the house, watching Schneider and Sparkman arm wrestle each other for the top spot. Right behind them to complete the diamond formation is Finstad and Maloff. Deshane's going to have nowhere to go pretty quick. Dewey trails behind on the 82. Then it's Bond in the 6. For Bond, this is her second MDS race of 2020. Great drag race up front between Sparkman and Schneider. Across the line, we're at the halfway mark. 20 down, 20 to go. Maloff trying to race his way up past Finstad in that number 4 possession. He will. Deshane in front of Dewey. He'll take Finstad to task in and out of turn 4. Schneider, a full car advantage now, rolling off of turn 2 down the back straightaway in front of Spark. Pearson still third, Maloff fourth, Finstad fifth. Sparkman catches back up to Schneider for the front row. Sparkman used to run the Midwest Dash Series quite a bit over the past couple of years. This is only his 3rd appearance this season. Of course, he had some health problems kind of hold him back this year. I remember he had the hip surgery not too long ago. The wild child, Nick Schneider, continues to lead. 24 laps in. George Sparkman just not being able to make it work on the inside rail. Then it's Pearson, Maloff, and Finstad, Dewey, and Deshane. Ronnie Osborne took the Harvest Championship up at Golden Sands yesterday. Here comes Sparkman again, wheels it up for turn 4. He's got Schneider back into his sights. Another side-by-side battle between these two, and that is pretty much the only race that's been going on so far, is these two door-to-door. As of right now, Lyle Phillips is the only car a lap down. Dixon and Haft, of course, off the chart. 28 in. Sparkman and Schneider continually go after each other for the front spot. There is some lap traffic creeping up here in about 3 laps. Got to kind of wonder what's going through the 32 of Phil Maliff's mind right now. Is he just kind of pacing himself and being Mr. Patient, or is that 32 just not as strong as he wanted it to be today? Osborne goes a lap down. Schneider continues to lead. Sparkman still all over the back end of the double nickel. Pearson third, then it's Maloff and Finstad. Top 5 trying to check away from this one. Sparkman loose off of turn 2. Leaders will catch Phillips now off of turn 4. Who's Sparkman playing a little bumper tag with the 55 of Schneider and letting him know he's still back there. With 8 to go, who's going to step out? Who wants to take command? Where Schneider goes, Sparkman goes. Well, Phil Maloff's string of 4 straight MDS race wins come to an end. Schneider, Sparkman continue to battle off of turn 4. Five to go for Schneider, who gets a little bit loose up into turns 1 and 2. That allows Sparkman to catch back up. Tim Finstad starting to work his way through the field. He'll get past Jackson, still running in that 4th and 5th position. 3 to go. Lap for the Midwest Dash Series. White flag is out, 4 left turns and a front straight remain for George Sparkman, who caught the spark with 2.5 laps remaining. Checkered flag is in hand. George Sparkman takes National Short Tracks. Sparkman, Schneider, and Pearson, top 3 for the National Short Track Championships. The champion will be crowned next weekend at Oktoberfest. Two awfully spent drivers up here in the front. We'll get them out here and up on the victory lane stage here in just a moment. Hello, race fans, your National Short Track Midwest Dash Series champion, George Sparkman. Boy, after talking to you last night, I'd have figured you were going to come out here and break a sweat.
Hell, I got hit twice. It's got to be towed out about a mile because it don't steer worth a crap.
You know, I was watching that last restart right there, and of course you had to go to the inside. I know you like to run the outside rail out here. When did you decide, with about 4 or 5 to go, that you thought, I need to make a move right now, or I'm going to watch Schneider walk by?
I kept watching him. He kept getting loose down here really bad. Well, I waited for him to get loose down at this end because I was loose in 1 and 2, or 3 and 4, and I was excellent in 1 and 2. So when he got loose coming off the corner over here, I go, got you.
You know, with some of the health problems you've gone through, you have not been able to run with Midwest Dash Series like you want to full-time. To be able to come out here on a Sunday afternoon and win this kind of a race really, really makes it seem like it was worthwhile to kind of step away for a little bit.
It's always nice to come home. And I just broke a 2-year losing streak, so I'm pretty happy.
I was going to say, it's been a while. Talk about your sponsors, because I know you've got a couple of them that are near and dear to you.
Well, my wife, because she's really got to foot a big bill this year. That'd be my auto repair and my tire shop. And then S&A, which is maintenance, is my son-in-law. Predator Chassis, because he helps me out when I'm in a bind. And Todd, you know, he's just like my stepkid.
He's just Todd. How about a race, fans? Another big round of applause for George Sparkman. Nice job, buddy. I'm going to pop down here and talk to the Wild Child. What a wild race that was right there. How about a second place for the Wild Child, Nick Schneider? You know, it's always a good day when you can finish in the top 2 or 3 behind that guy.
Yeah, George, I was a kid. I used to go to George's shop all the time. I used to live down the street from him, and he's a great guy. And I felt really bad on that restart. I got sideways coming off the turn. I got into him. I couldn't get the wheel to come back off, and I was hoping, praying he didn't wreck or anything after that because I felt awful, and I didn't want to win it that way. But I'm shocked I held him off as long as I did, so I'm sure both our front ends are junk. And good job to George. He's a hell of a driver, and I'm glad the only guy to beat me is the best guy around.
How about our Nick Schneider race fans? Well, the Denny's Car Hauling number 19, Justin Pearson, didn't have that much momentum, but again, to finish in the top 3 behind those guys here at Rockford, that's a heck of an afternoon.
Oh yeah, it is definitely. We were fighting with the car, you know, just went turning 1 and 2 and doing tweaks here and there, and still wasn't great. So I seen George and knew he's always gonna be quick, and with Nick running here regularly, he's like, yeah, it's gonna be tough, but and we held on. So you know, held off Phil and Tim. Take home a 3rd place at Short Track Weekend.
All righty, we're going to see him next weekend at Oktoberfest. How about our Justin Pearson race fans? All righty, so that will conclude the Saturday evening portion of our program. Here in a couple of minutes, we're going to be clearing the grandstands and sending it back out. Maybe get a quick burger or a brat. Get that monster burger that I had last night. We're going to get you back in here in just a couple of moments, and John and I are going to bring you the Sunday portion of the National Short Track Championship.